Hello, toy friends. Welcome back. I'm Will. And of course, this is the 118, the show for the rest of us 118 scale fans. All right. Well, we got a pretty cool show for you today. Unfortunately, my pal Jim Largo's still not feeling well. So he's not going to make it today. So you just got to deal with me. Um, Sorry, guys. Hopefully, Jim will be feeling better soon. Wishing him well, hoping for a speedy recovery, and we get back. It's kind of lonely without him. But what do we got today? Since we went a couple minutes early, I just didn't feel like waiting the 2 minutes or whatever. We'll go over the show rundown, and then we'll say hi to chat. So today for Sunday, 10/1/2023, we're going to take a look at some of the Marvel Epic Heroes reveals. The X-Men 97 5-pack from Target. The Chap Mei. We've got a really cool Chap Mei Acid versus Beta commercial. We're going to do a viewing of that and a breakdown, so that should be fun. Got some community contributions. We've got the cool mech contest coming up, guys. I'm gonna reveal the rules to that, and we're gonna start it today. As a matter of fact, talk about that Leonard road trip I had talked about previously. We're going to talk a little bit about 3D Joes and the wonderful contributions to the 118 scale, or rather the G.I. Joe community. Mezco 5 points Popeye, and a little bit about Aquaman. But before we do that, let's say hi to the chat. Hello, chat. How you doing? Let's see who's here today. We've got the majestic one, Bjorn. We've got me. I'm here too. Goji standing by. Badger Leader standing by. Hello, Epic Badger. Block S foils in attack position. Cut the chatter, Schmodulok. All right, and Scott's here. Hey, Scott. We've got Grindhead Jim. How's it going, buddy? BETARAYBOB. Mr. Ian Sweeney, how you doing? Ted, how's it going? Boba Hicks. Oh, that's not Boba Hicks. Oh, yeah. Boba Hicks and Johnny did a wonderful show talking about T2, Terminator 2 for all you people out there. Go check out the Boba Joe show. If you're not Boba Joeing, you're not living your life right. Outer Multiverse. Hey, how's it going, man? And Boba Joe doing something. Oh, was that a volcano? All right. And touchdown Texans. Congratulations. Good. Well, without further ado, let's take a look at today's show. So some of the stuff you might have seen already. Obviously, new Epic Heroes were announced. I did a stupid little video where I guess I had the music and the sound mixed up. Here's the problem. I don't know. I putting music on beforehand, I always get these like freaking, YouTube saying that it's not authorized, even though it says it's for use stuff. So I just use the YouTube stuff, figuring it'd be easier. But the YouTube volume controls just suck, and it sounds like the music is low enough that you could hear my voice fine. But then, and when I watch it later, it sounds weird. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out one of these days. But forgetting about that, let's move on to this. So yeah, it looks like they're doing a repackage. They're switching to card backs and blisters. They've added a couple new characters, and a lot of these are reissues, but they're welcome reissues. Also, I think they're doing a price reduction too. So they got 2 deluxe figures. That's Thanos and Hulk. Those are going to be $12.99, so they're a little bit bigger, but they're also carded, but they just charge a couple bucks more for them, which makes sense. But, they used to never do that. It was just the whole line. If you had a big character, he'd be the same price as everyone else. You got 2 deluxe characters that come with a bunch of clip-on accessories. You got Steve Rogers' Cap, and I think this is the only way to get him, and an Iron Man. With that pretty cool energy shield, and then the clip-on armor and extra cannon, which makes more sense than the the Mechasaurs or whatever that was. And then we've got a Black Panther with his famous Black Panther missile firing quad. Listen, I'm just happy they're making vehicles because this means that maybe there'll be more vehicles if this one does well. And this is much cooler than that Mechasaur creature that he came with. So here are the carded figures. And these reissues are better because the Avengers all came with the Mechasaurs. And excuse me. And their accessories were kind of weird too. Like Thor came with that Stegosaurus with the stick up its butt. I think Iron Man had like a little dinosaur that was also a cannon. They just didn't really make much sense. So these are, I guess just straight up Avengers, much cooler. The Black Panther quad. I remember all the scenes in the movies and comics where he's always riding that thing, shooting the bad guys with the missile. I mean, Captain America comes with a shield launcher, which I don't think I'll be using, but if you're a kid, that might be fun. The Iron Man stuff, I think all makes sense. Oh, geez. Sorry about that. Let me just take a sip of water here. So yeah, Grindhead Jim saying he thinks he's all in on these. And if you waited, that's great because the Mech Strike Mechasaurs were like $20, man. They were really expensive. So we were paying a lot more for those Mechasaur contraptions, which I did applaud them initially for trying something new. And that was the transforming Mechasaurs that became mech armor. It would have been cooler, I think, if they were like vehicles that transformed into some kind of, fighting mode or something like that. But pretty cool. Yes, the Black Panther quad, very iconic. Yes, I'd love to see a playset, Bjorn. You're absolutely right. Wonder how that Thanos would look next to those retro Marvel figures they were doing. I think he'll fit right in because he'll be a little bigger. Kate Man, ooh. Oh, yeah. He'd look good with the retro style figures. And then Jim saying Cape Master makes a 1/18 scale cape for Thor. Yes, he needs a cape. As a matter of fact, I think in my video, I don't have the picture here, but that retro collection Thor was like the iconic, I think like 80s Thor. He looked awesome, but he had a plastic cape. So if they did him with the articulation of the new figure, I would love that. That'd be my favorite character, without a doubt. Yep. DC has the Batmobile. Does Marvel have an iconic car? The Spider-Mobile, which I have one right there. Salacious Crumbs driving. And if I'm not mistaken, these heads will fit most other lines. Possibly, yeah. I haven't really done that, but yeah, fantastic car. Avengers Quinjet, closest things you can think of. Sure. This repackage between that and the X-Men multi-pack we're talking about later. It's a no-brainer. The only thing I will say is, oh yeah, Lola the Shield flying car would be sweet. Thor needs a coffee mug. Another smash. Yeah. The X-Men multi-pack. That's coming up. So, oh yeah, more vehicles and playsets, please. So yeah, I just pulled some of the, listen, back in the 90s, Toy Biz was just killing it, man. They were coming up with, some of them made sense. The Captain America Turbo Coupe maybe wasn't the best, but that Punisher van is sick. They'll never do that nowadays. The Web Jet, which I think maybe a reuse of the, maybe Quinjet or something like that. They had the, some X-Force thing, but they did a Danger Room playset. They did a Daily Bugles thing, and they did a Fantastic car. So, can we get a Thanos copter? I would love to see that. I'm just now realizing this means we won't get the rest of the characters shown for the Mechasaur concept. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. They might still continue because, there was also, which we did cover a few shows back where we looked at some of those other characters, but there was a Spider-Man Mech Strike Mechasaur that has not been released yet, but has been shown. So that's that. That's all we got on those because they're not out yet. Those are all due out in January, guys. Also, Those prices were just reported from Yahoo News when they did the toy show this week. So they could change. I don't know. That's just what was reported. So, and there's a link to that article in the description if you want to check it out. If you could think of any other vehicles that they should be making, that would be kind of cool. So yesterday, I read that there was a street date of 10/1 for this X-Men 97 5-pack. When I looked on Target yesterday, there was nothing. When I Googled the 5-pack, this came up on eBay, $94.99. Someone had it posted for. Listen, yeah, go out there, get paid however you can, but this eBay listing was for a pre-order, a guaranteed pre-order of the set. Come this morning, it's here. They had it. I looked on Target.com. They had it. I went to the store because it's only a couple minutes away from my house. On Target.com, they said I could buy it and pick it up in store, but it would be a 2-hour wait. I didn't want to wait that long. I went there. It wasn't out on the shelf. I nicely asked one of the associates if they could just check in the back. They went right in the back and they got one for me. No problem. So that was really nice, and I was able to just walk right out with it. Now, $44.99 for this for 5 figures comes to about $9 each. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. If we didn't already buy the other 4 figures like I did. So kind of a dick move on Hasbro's part. You know what I mean? Doing the exclusive. Like if they did this first and then they did a release of all the single figures later, and you could have gotten in on, the 5-pack first, and then if when these sold out after the exclusivity went away, you could go pick them up. That would have been cool. But this is kind of a dick move because they didn't even announce this until everyone bought the other ones, And once again, that's a slimy sales tactic. They had to do it because they knew people would buy the stuff twice. I mean, that's just what I think. I don't know if it's true or not, but kind of a dick move there, Hasbro. Maybe I'll say that 4 more times. Oh, there he is. You want to take a look at him, guys? Should I pull him out? Because I haven't opened the box yet. I still have him right here in the Target bag. Let's take a look at him. Why don't we do that? So, yep, there's the 5-pack. And then there's Gambit on the back. Oh, mon chéri, give me more money, or whatever the frick he says, right? Let's cut him out of the package. And I don't think he comes with a bow staff, right? Does he? What's his? Oh, it's a. Hold on. Me no like packaging. Let me get a blade here. I thought I could just snip them out. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if people are just cutting freaking Gambits, ripping the Gambit out of the package. Just at the store, just taking him. I mean, I don't condone doing that, but, Yeah, no, bow staff shouldn't be hard to make. Okay, I got him. I'm just going to take him out for right now. I plan on doing a... there we go. Got him. All right. So here he is. Same articulation as the others. He doesn't have a cloth goods cape, but his overcoat is removable, I would say. Yeah, let's see. Yep, you could pull it off. But then I would leave him with brown sleeves. So that's a little weird. They were doing the cloth goods. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I think, let's see. I can't really get him to focus. I'll take some good pictures of him later and do a full video on him. But yeah, all in all, pretty good. But they were doing the cloth goods on the Star Wars retro figures. Like the last wave that came out, they did Obi-Wan. They did a nice vest for him or a robe for him, and Darth Vader's cape were all cloth goods, and they did a pretty good job for the small cloth goods looking good. So I would love, like Cape Master, if he can make a an overcoat, that would be kind of cool. But yeah, all in all, I think he looks pretty neat. I'm really glad to have him. So he's going to be my little shelf buddy right there for the rest of the show. Yeah, full unboxing video coming soon, guys. They also had a sale going on, the single figures, if you haven't gotten those yet, for $9.34, which is just a little more than it is, I guess. I guess they're hoping to sell these out before they put the 5-packs on the shelf. They also had a sale on this, which I thought was the most crazy price increase ever, because I think all the other Mech Strike Mechasaurs were like $20. And then Ultron, who's a little bit bigger with that big T-Rex, he was $32.99, which just seemed like a big jump in price. They got him on sale for $28, which I still think is too much. You know, and we're going to now see this thing hit clearance, I guess, and sell out. Hey, this has nothing to do with anything, but I saw this cool deep sea shark rescue submarine set, and it looked pretty. Oh, Hicks saying yeah, he looks decent. Hope no one go around popping off the heads. I keep seeing that in open packages. Yeah, I know. I think they should just. I think the bubble cards are going to be better for that. 5-pack is worth it for you. Yeah. Oh, you get an extra storm head. Sure. You know what? BETARAYBOB, that's a good point too, because I had bought all the previous ones. There are other characters that they haven't made. And you know, I think they were $12 to $11 each, but for $9 each, just for a figure buck that you could use for customs, isn't really that bad. Storm in black, Wolverine in brown, Cyclops, and I don't know, but yeah, they should have made doubles as color variants. That could have been cool. Still looking for that Ultron. Yeah, I think you know, he's going to wind up going clearance. So if you could wait on him, wait on him. You know what I mean? And I'd love to be under the sea. Yeah, that sub just looks fantastic. I mean, the shark could use a nice laser. I think someone commented on my Instagram, of course. But yeah, looked pretty cool. Hey, and then these unreleased, previously unreleased Spidey figures. We've got symbiote suit Spider-Man and Carnage live on Amazon. I just ordered them. They'll be here tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And that just showed up on my feed right before the show started, so that's kind of cool. Chap Mei. Oh, that's the sub you customized one for Scuba Pete. That's awesome. That's awesome. I got to see that. Let's see. All right, guys. Chap Mei. Acid versus Beta. Okay, so last week or just a couple days ago, I discovered this group on Facebook. That's the Chap Mei Acid versus Beta Fans and Collectors Club. I joined it. Pretty cool group. They're all right. They've got some really cool stuff, and I'm going to share some of it with you. One of which is so yeah, they had that. Oh, so yeah, the next thing is I guess some people have already seen these popping up in European stores. So we've got the next slide here, and that is hey, do you know what they call Chap Mei Acid versus Beta in the UK? And do you? Because I found this out. They call it Dynaforce. Dynaforce? Yeah, that's right. Dynaforce. So yeah, they posted some pictures there. In the UK, it's hit shelves as Dynaforce. So yeah, someone posted this picture, and there's some Dynaforces. You see, that's the Acid vs. Beta X-Mech playset. They had the Transforming Patrol Bot, is what they call it, but I don't know if it's called a Morphosaur vehicle and the Acid vs. Beta line. So let's see. But yeah, that's the 4-wheeler turns into a walking mech. And then they also had a link to this store, which I got a crappy picture of, BR Toys in somewhere in Europe. I don't know. This is the thing they've got. So it's in another language here, and obviously a different currency. But they've got the little jet. They've got the X-Mech playset, the X-Mech, the Beta X-Mech, the Morphosaur Eradicator is what it's called. I guess that's that big Chap Mei vehicle with jet attached. Pretty cool. Then when I clicked over here, check this out, guys. In the page for the products, they have a product commercial, a link to a YouTube channel for a product commercial right there. Why doesn't Amazon do this? I never see like commercials for the products. But that was a cool touch. And then if you notice, a lot of this is in English. The video is in English. So we're going to take a look at it right now, guys. I don't know if this is all right to do. I think it is, because we're going to break this down. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to play it, and we'll see what happens. Hold on. Before I do that, maybe I should do this. Okay. Share screen. Here we go. Boom. All right, guys, let's play it.
In a near future, a terrible war destroyed the planet. Two factions and their armies are about to fight the final battle. Choose your side and discover all the robots and highly detailed vehicles with powerful weapons and Morphosaur transformability to create the most epic battle ever. Become a part of the battle and defeat the infected androids with a new Acid Team set from Chap Mei.
Let me know if that came through, guys, if you heard it and if you could see it clearly. If not, I could play it again. But what I did here was are we still live? Am I still sharing? No, I'm back, right? It came through? Okay, cool. What'd you guys think of the commercial? I thought it was pretty neat. Definitely gave me those old school vibes. I love the that whole diorama and backdrop that they used for the commercial. I thought it looked fantastic, but come on, that's not enough. I do want to just say that there's a YouTuber by the name of Sage Forsaken. He's got a YouTube channel and really good, and he covers a lot of the same stuff that I talk about. So I spent a lot of time over there, but he did a great breakdown video with the that video because this guy, Living the Adventures Dio, had it posted on his Facebook, and I guess he took some of the images, and since it's a very quick commercial, he used AI to touch up some of the pictures. So yeah, go check him out. There's a link in the description. But here's the breakdown, guys. Rather than just play it in slow-mo, I just went ahead and I clipped some of the best scenes from it, and we could talk about them. First, there was just this little, they did this computer-generated graphics here with the call for reinforcements, and you see the X-Mech and what we now know is called the Eradicator, or it could be called something different when it comes out in the U.S. Then they get a warning. We got this, looks like CG, the spider tank, which I gotta say, man, it's my favorite vehicle so far. I mean, I love this. I want like an army of these things. Busting through the wall, turning its turret and taking a shot. That's really cool. Love it, love it, love it. And there's a link in the description, guys, so you can go check this commercial out and watch it as many times as you want. Then they zoom out and you get the first scene of this this battle scene, which is like this big table here. You see the X-Mech, you see the spider tank, that smaller tank, a couple of the beta bots, the play set with the mech, and then the Eradicator. Looking good. They give you a breakdown here. We see Haruto Stone, I think his name is, with the four-wheeler. Turns into a walker. Pretty cool. It's got some guns. Guns look a little small, but maybe, that's just it's pretty cool. I think this thing's probably going to be $5 or $10, so it's going to be great no matter what. Then we've got the motorcycle that turns into a backpack. We got to look at that jet. That's the jet that stows on the back of the Eradicator and then, can lift off and the wings snap out and it flies. Pretty cool. That's the blue version for the Acid team. We got a couple action shots here. Pretty nice. You see the missile firing, taking out the X-Mech. A little closer shot there of the paint scheme on that Eradicator. Then here we go, my favorite scene, man. So it looks like they're pushing this along, and when you turn the wheels, the spider legs go like this, which is both cool and maybe, not the best. But then we get a thing here, because I would love it if those spider legs articulated and you could go out with them and move them. This effect is kind of cool, but I would have loved them to be articulated so you could get this thing on different, planes and, tilting. It would be really cool. But yeah, what do you guys think about that, man? I think that was let's take a look here and see what you guys think about the commercial. Okay, it did come through fine, so that's great. You guys, you loved it. The 4-leg walker could have used some more screen time, but yeah, awesome. I mean, guys, it was a Sage Forsaken. Yeah, it does some cool stuff, man. I was happy to find his YouTube channel. Is this the guy that makes Dollar Tree? Oh, if he does that, I don't know, but that's really cool. I would love to see that. Whatever you got me, man. Yep, and yours doesn't shoot lasers. Well, now I have a quad along with a motorcycle. Cool. All right, great. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. I was gonna do a video on that, maybe the commercial and the breakdown. Because the commercial's only 20 seconds, but I figured I could get like a minute or two kind of quick video out of it and put it up just for people if they haven't seen the entire line yet. Maybe they could just take a look and they might like it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got some community contributions. Mr. GOJITRON. So yeah, last week we talked about play sets, and this week or so after that, Goji sent me this over on Amazon. You got Terra by Batat play sets. So yeah, these are pretty cool. They're a little more pricey than the ones that I was featuring, but these all look like they would work well with 1/18 scale. Let me know if anyone has any of these or you've used them. So then first up, we've got this little kind of half a part of a mountain with a little hut on top and an elevator. That's pretty cool. Comes with a 6-armed gorilla. Now that's just them showing the articulation, but I think a 6-armed gorilla, if Johnny Sorensen could use AI to generate me one, would be kind of cool. This is the so for $32, this one seems a little pricey. You get this little tree cutout thing, the giant gorilla, and this guy here, and yeah, it just seems like it looks this kind of the quality of it looks kind of like one of those value toys. So I don't know if this is just, and you've got to be careful on Amazon. Prices fluctuate, and sometimes you get they'll overprice, though, drastically overprice certain items and hope that people just buy them, just based on a picture. This one had a nice picture, though. The gorilla and the guy are kind of having this tender moment where, I guess, you know what, Goji, you're right. You're right. Can you really put a price on that? And then, you have this nice moment here. So very cool. The ones that I think would be most useful to 1/18 scale world builders would be this one, the barn playset. And this is actually made out of wood. So that's interesting. So it's a quality wood toy barn. Looks pretty nice. $60 for wood. It's not bad. Then this one, the house, you get, oh, it's a animal hospital. That's why all the animals in cages are on the side there. Okay. Um, yeah, doesn't look bad. This one looks pretty nice too. So this could be a lot of different things. Um, yeah, so Ian Sweeney saying that that one is only $13. Yeah, that's what it seems. It seems like it should be that much, you know. So I don't know. And then Goji also sent me this. If you didn't know, and you're a Popeye fan, you got Mezco, the 5 points deluxe boxed Popeye set is $30 now. So you get what, 4 characters with that. So 4 figures for $30 with a little diorama is not bad, and they're all 1/18 scale. So if you always wanted a Popeye in your collection, go over to Big Bad and buy that. Then Mr. Zazel Phoenix from the Sergeant Slaughterhouse channel and a dear friend, most excellent toy friend, sent me these. These are really neat. Look at these. So you got a couple little shops. I don't know the brand of these, but I have seen some of them before. I think it's Rement. Is that the brand? They're on Amazon. But they got these little dio pieces, and most of them are just tiny kind of shops and brands. But these could really be great for world building. But yeah, he saw these and he sent them to me. So thank you for that, Zazel. These are a different brand, but I actually believe I have one of these. Outer Multiverse, I believe those are all 1/18 scale. Yeah, they're not exactly. I don't think they're made for 1/18 scale, but I think they work with 1/18 scale. So pretty cool. So yeah, those are cool. And then you get the bakery shop with all these pies. And the Pizza Palace. And I think I have one of these, but it's like, oh, okay. Scott saying they're for Woodsy's Animals, and they work pretty well. I have one. It was I got it at Goodwill. It was like, didn't have all the pieces for it, and it scales pretty well. It's pretty good. Oh, and then Mr. Joe Ricondo, the man behind the Joe and Tell YouTube channel, just launched. If you want to go over there and give him a sub, that would be awesome. If any of you guys could link that in the chat, I'd love to get him a little boost there. He's just starting out. He'd like to, put out some toy photography and some of his cool stuff out there. I'd like to get him a couple subs. So if you guys haven't subbed already, the link is in the description. But if you could link it in the chat, that would be really awesome. But yeah, Mr. Joe Ricondo is our man in the street. He's always out there sending me cool 1/18 stuff he sees out in the wild. And yeah, I saw this one before, but he sent it to me. If you need a bobcat and a good construction worker, that's not bad. I think it's only like 10 or 15 bucks. Over at Ollie's, they had some of the core Lenard's the Core Universe Biotech Force 2-packs there. My Ollie's doesn't carry these. I don't know why. I can't seem to find them. But yeah, this helicopter's awesome. You could always find that. And you got these Adventure Force Dino Explorer sets. These are great if you need I mean, guys, even if you need just parts for a vehicle, like you need good wheels or even like the axles or whatever, these are great bases to build off of if you're doing. And then you get all those cool, like the toolbox and all those accessories in the back. So that trailer could be converted to something else. So these are a great starter for like a custom. All right, the Chap Mei custom contest, guys. Who wants to talk about this? No one? Okay, we won't do the contest. No, that's fine. All right, well, here it is. So Wildstar saying, I've yet to see anything from the core universe at Ollie's. If they have anything from the core, it's the same old crap from a few years ago. Yeah, absolutely, same here. So we'll touch on that in a couple minutes. But we are at the mech contest portion of the show. So, oh, you can't find his channel. Bjorn, there's a link in the description of this video. If you could copy that. It's, oh, don't worry about it then. I'll post it. I'll post it later. I don't think I labeled it as Joe Ricondo's. So that's my fault. So yeah, this was the Chap Mei mech that people have been picking up at Dollar Tree stores for $15. So this is $15. So many of us have picked one up that I thought it might be a fun idea. Well, one, because everyone said they were going to customize it. Two, this is a community, a team show. So I thought it'd be fun to maybe do a little custom contest, maybe where everyone can go out, buy their mech, make a custom of it, post them all up on a poll. We could vote on it and crown, a winner. So a lot of people were asking about rules and stuff like that, and I tried to keep it as simple as possible with as little rules as possible. So let's just go down, and I'll do a video and a post on this so you can always refer back to them. And guys, if this doesn't sound right to you, if you think there's something that I should change, let me know and we could always change it. I mean, this is not like an official sweepstakes or anything like that. It's just me doing this. But I will tell you, a couple of years ago, before I was even on YouTube or knew most of you, over in one of the GI Joe groups, it was the end of summer, and there was a bunch of these like little discount crappy boats that were like 1/18 scale. And I bought like a bag of them because they were $1 each. And I didn't really know what to do with them. So I threw it up on Facebook. And for that contest, I actually mailed people the boats, the $1 boats. And, just had a custom contest, and we ran it for like a month or so. But a ton of people really, surprised me with how well they did the customs on that. So it was a lot of fun. I sent out prizes actually to everyone that submitted, not just the winner. The winner got more, but I sent some crap out to everyone. And it was a lot of fun. I've always wanted to do something like that now that, I'm here on YouTube. So here we go. Here is the 1/18 Chap Mei mech custom contest. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to send you guys mechs. You got to go out to a Dollar Tree and buy your own $15 mech. Most of you probably own one or more already. So we were going to wait until the Acid versus Beta ones came in. So then people had a choice on which base to start with, the green, the red, or the blue. And if they do show up, you're more than welcome to use any one of those three. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead with the contest because these haven't shown up in stores like we thought they would. So here's the rules, guys. The contest runs starting today, October 1st. And that's a Sunday through November 19th, guys. That's like a month and a half. So I figure you got plenty of time to work on these. I don't want it to be a rush job. So that's plenty of time to work on them. If anyone thinks there's anything wrong there, I'm more than happy to, to work with you guys on it. But I think that's plenty of time. And then we'll just run the contest for 1 week after that. All the submissions are going to come in by November 19th. I'll put them all together in one post. We'll have people vote on them. I'll put numbers to it. And, hopefully on Sunday, November 24th, I'll have the poll results and we could announce the winners. So winners will be voted on by you, the community, via a poll set up after all the submissions. The top 3 mechs will win something. I don't have a prize, guys. I don't have a prize pool. Listen, I'm really doing this for fun and mostly for bragging rights. If I had more time, maybe we could come up with a little trophy or something like that. Or maybe we can make this a quarterly or even a monthly contest sometime in the future. Not just with this mech, but maybe other things that we as a community, are out there and maybe multiples. We're picking up multiples of it. So, it's not something we're going to just do this one time. We'll see. The prize pool is to be determined. I will definitely send the top 3 winners something, but I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be something worth your while. But you win another $15 mech. If anyone has any ideas, that's fine. It might be just a gift card to a toy place or something like that. It may be something from my collection. I'm not really sure. I'll figure something out. If anyone wants to kick in a prize and we want to raise the stakes or something, we can. But, this is really more about community and fun than, winning a prize. And so then the next part, which might not be very popular, guys, is I want to keep this contest accessible to everyone out there. So we're going to limit some of the things you can do. And you might not like that, but that's just the way it is, guys. So here are the rules. You must use one of the 3 Chap Mei mechs released this year, the green, blue, or the red. It must be your own work. 1 submission per person. You must send the pics in by 11/19/2023. And no major changes or fabrication other than the 4 points that I'm going to show in the next picture. And that is the weapons systems attached to the arms, and then these 2 that are attached to the top here. And the reason I'm doing that, before anyone gets upset, is because some of us have 3D printers. Some people are, experienced fabricators, and other people just have paint and, glue, and they don't have the ability to replicate sci-fi movie props or things like that and attach them on there. So, I understand that most people will probably want to do something with some or all of the accessories attached to the arms, the weapon systems, and then this little missile cluster here, and I don't know what that is. So that's I'm going to limit it to those 4 things. If you change those 4 things, that's okay, but you can't add like tank treads or do it, anything major alterations to the thing. So I guess like the profile of the vehicle still should be similar or the same. What do you guys think of that? You could be creative and have fun. Now, if you want to do paint or, some kind of greeblies, that's fine. You could add hoses on here. You could do all that stuff because anyone could get that stuff and add that on there. It doesn't take any, special resources or skills. So that's it. That's what I think would be a good idea. What do you guys think? Bjorn wants a cheeseburger. Great. Thanks, man. You win another $15 Mac. That would be fun. The reward is total defeat of your competition. Crush the enemy. Grindhead Jim. Still got to go by the office and mail you. Oh, that $5 Roton. Scott doesn't even have a 1D printer. Can you use AI to do the alterations? What a bastard. Bjorn likes the rules. That's fine. The rules sound fair. Okay, good. We all want to add cables to the guns. You can do that. You could add greeblies and everything like that. Oh yeah, that was must change the cables. Yep. And then filling the empty spaces in the mech, like these hollow places. Absolutely. Yeah. And inside the legs, that'll make it look fantastic. And that's a cosmetic thing. And if you have the ability to do that, you could do that. It's fine. I would just ask and when you're submitting the photographs, feel free to put it in a diorama. If you take this thing out and you photograph it in a setting that is much better than another person's, and it gives you an edge in the competition. So I guess maybe it's also like a photo contest, because I'll ask people to judge it just based on the mech versus the original. And then, who knows? But I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you. And yeah, the other part too. So yeah. So I can't give it a sentient via AI to conquer humanity. You can, but that won't be part of the competition. It's putty time. Time to fill up those holes. Yeah, fill them up. Knock yourself out, guys. You could add stickers. You could do a lot of fun stuff with it. Or like I said, you could just repaint it to your favorite colors and submit it. That's fine as well. Originally, I was thinking of maybe doing like 2 tiers, like one for painters and one for fabricators, but then I just thought it would get kind of too messed up, and this isn't really, the stakes aren't too high, so I think we'll just go with that the way it is. What else do we got? You know what? 3D Joe's. Let's talk about that real quick. Guys, over 3D Joe's, awesome website. They've been around for quite some time yet. If you need to know anything about the G.I. Joe Real American Hero, 3 3/4 inch figures is a great resource for that. I have used images from this place on videos and streams of my own. But they launched a book, guys. And just last week, they got it in. Yeah, so they got a first look at the Art of G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, omnibus hardcover. And then they did like a 2-hour stream going through the whole book. If you want to know anything about G.I. Joe, man, go check this out. But Carson Metaxas, he did a wonderful job on this book, him and his team. He's also the one behind Operation Recall, which is you can go check out. But yeah, 3D Joe's, go check it out. This book blew me away, man. I ordered one. It's 700 pages of pure awesome. If you're a fan of G.I. Joe, you'll love it. Yeah, 712 pages. And it's got full color pullouts. It's just wicked, man. So yeah, go check that out. There it is. And you can see how big the book is. It's a huge book, man. I can't wait to get this in. Recall. They'll fry your brain, bro. Yeah. My buddy went there. He got lobotomized. So, Aquaman toys, they're nowhere to be found. We got these 2 pictures from Action Toy Now, posted a gazillion years ago, or at least it feels that way now. And I haven't seen anything since. I haven't seen them on store shelves. Other people have. Apparently, there's a Target exclusive set called the Sunken Citadel. Long's Toys has done a review on it because I guess he picked one up at his store. So it's a figure 4-pack. It comes with Aquaman, Black Manta, someone else, Shark Dude. But really cool video. Go check out Long's Toys. He covers a lot of the same stuff, a lot of awesome 1/18 scale stuff. Great YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out. Hey, Bill. Yep. And yeah, hopefully these don't turn out like the Blue Beetle chips. Yeah. Yep. So thank you guys. That's it for me. Short show today. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, to tell you the truth, based on what I had. But, you know, I guess without someone here to talk with, there's a lot less going on. I really thought we were going to talk longer about that commercial. But so that is it. Shark Dude is cool. Bill says like and share. Do that. Do it. It's a yellow TMNT case, and it looks, from what I can see, like starter case in the 80s. Oh, cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Did I miss that? I don't know. Well, that's all I got, guys. Yeah, it was a fun show. I'm gonna get into these X-Men. This 5-pack here. Going to cut this open, take some pictures. I never did a video on the X-Men because I knew this was coming out and I would just cover it all together. So I didn't feel like doing multiple videos. Guys, get your mechs and start working on them. You could send me pictures. You can start your pictures. Send your pictures in early if you finish early, or you can take as long as you like. Chad, how's it going, man? You know what? I am going to show this one more time. Let me just guys, hang out. Let's just watch this one more time. What the hell is this? No.
In a near future, a terrible war destroyed the planet. Two factions and their armies are about to fight the final battle. Choose your side and discover all the robots and highly detailed vehicles with powerful weapons and Morphosaur transformability to create the most epic battle ever. Become a part of the battle and defeat the infected androids with a new Acid Team set from Chap Mei.
All right, so that was awkward. I guess I thought I played it the first time, and I didn't. That's funny. South of the border will be Mech Ecan. Oh, nice. Oh, I get it. Mech Ecan. Ha ha ha. Hey, brother, sorry I'm late. Family stuff day. Oh, I'll take care of your family. But Chad, get going on that mech, man. We're gonna have a little contest. So yeah, repaints. I will post the rules over somewhere on the community page or something, and we could take a look. Basically, just to recap it real quick, the rules are just no major changes other than the weapons on the two arms and these two gizmos up top. So yeah, you can't cut the legs off and make new legs for it or anything like that. Just kind of keep it whole. Change the weapons, that's fine, but that's about all you could do. So yeah, hit that like button, Mutterfutters, and hell yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Gasp. Is that me not playing the video? I think and the use of AI is endorsed by Boba Hicks. So yeah. Thank you so very much, guys. I really appreciate everyone watching. Links to everything we talked about are in the description. So if you want to go check anything out there, you can. And I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Thanks.